Ready for orders. Setting sail, sir.
Ready for orders.
At your command. That is impossible, sir. All hands on deck. Waiting for a new course. Battle ready, sir. We sail for glory. Steady as we go.
Yeah, Flojo, we're live. I really shouldn't be streaming. I should be doing work right now, I'll be honest, but doing editing work. But I kind of just want to stream some more Shogun, I'll be real with you. We're in a predicament right now. We can just march out on these guys. At least that's what I believe I can do. Can I just auto-resolve this and win? Hold on. Should be easy, right? Yeah. And that siege is broken. We are making no money still because everything is getting fucking sieged. Thank you, Lady Ironborn, for the almost 4 years. Do I lead with this army already? No.
Yes, my lord.
Kind of want to kill these guys as well. Should just be able to auto-resolve it, right? Nope, they will run away. Oh my god, I forgot about these guys as well. Stupid bitches up here, man. Happiness, that's good. I wonder if any of the other agents leveled up. Nope. Look at this guy. Nope. Yeah, this is about to be a crash out situation down here. Because I can't move this guy, I forgot about that. We were building the line infantry, that was what we were doing. So we have something to counterattack with, or at least reform an army. Hopefully, I'll be able to pull something out of my ass with this one. We have 2 levy garrisons. We have this guy, and then a spear levy. I don't think it's going to be good, but who the fuck knows? I think we're looking at a bleak situation right now for the capital. Oh, you could level up as well. Get some happiness. Nice. Oh yeah, we were marching on the city over here, so we could knock that out, and then maybe we could turn this one around. Because then we've got some Republican infantry that could, if they survive, that is. If this one moves on this city, we also die. We are in a predicament. If I could just stabilize this city and move these... Well, I should probably be moving these guys out. Would I be able to move them out right now?
Waiting for more orders.
No, they'd still be pissed off in there.
Your order.
You have to stay... Wait for it to move a little bit. I guess I could go on the train station with this army and just run the fuck out of here. And go back home. That would be an option. We could train station home with this one. And then train station back. Appreciate it, Rederson. Good to hear it. Flojo is not jobless. He owns like half the apartments in Vienna, apparently. Oh, they better not reform their armies into one big army. Nothing going on so far. Is this an ambush or are they attacking me? I'll take that battle. If it's too forested, it might be... No, that's good. That's good for us. But I'm gonna have some busy nights. Late streams won't probably be that late night streams in the next couple of days, because I'm gonna have to do some work in the nighttime. Either that, or they'll be very late, and I do a lot of work beforehand. But today it probably won't, because I gotta do some tax stuff. It is tax stuff. I gotta hand over some stuff to my accountant tonight before I go to bed. So I need at least like 2-3 hours after stream tonight to deal with shit like that. Honestly, I could just put this here and then just move the line forward. Literally just make a massive fucking line.
Day, sir, we defend.
They will be marching on us, right? No Hoi for the rest of the month? That probably won't be no Hoi. There probably will be no Hoi for the rest of the month. Unless it's a weekday game. Because I'm going out on Friday. Well, you said the rest of the month. That is... Like, unless we do a weekday game pack, there will be no Hoi for the rest of the month. I forgot we reformed all the artillery into one big army here. So we have 8 pieces of no, not 8. We have 16 pieces of artillery here, just fucking them up. Showing them who's boss. Now that's a reference right there. Who's the boss? I hate and love Community at the same time for their stupid obscure references. How many kills did you already get already? 100, 106, 175. A lot. Yeah, I'm taking some casualties, but we're avoiding a lot by just blowing them up with artillery, obviously. Gentlemen, we're moving out. And I usually only use 2 pieces of artillery per battle because it's enough to like actually do stuff, but I reformed this army into all the artillery into one big army under the more modernized version of the army on the front line. This will have to go back now. Might as well just keep bombarding them while we move. I want to get these guys over here. Kill as much as possible. So it's just 3 XP on the guns. Did these guys even have full XP at the start of this? I don't even know, man. Feels like they already have so many kills now. So many... Those guys are out of range. Yeah. Jake, at the moment it looks like I'm going on holiday, well, I'm leaving either Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. That's what it's looking like. There is a chance it might not be until at the end of August, but, or after we've been, I've been to Stockholm, which is on the 14th to 16th, but, we can potentially make it work. We're going, on Saturday or Sunday or Monday. I should just speed it up, honestly. I don't think they can make it over there, but we're rolling. I hate how this general's bodyguard is like vetted up as well. So stupid. So the holiday this year is probably, it's like a 90% chance we're going to Normandy unless the weather gets shit. And it will also be doing like a trip, not just, it's like a couple of days in Normandy, but it's a car holiday, so we'll be over a lot of places in France. But we'll also, the first stop on our little trip will be at the fort in Belgium, if you remember that one. You know, the one the German paratroopers dropped on. Never been there, and I kind of want to see that thing. Because of the devastation, everything is burning over here, and there's gonna be a rebellion. That sucks. West Wall? It's not the West Wall. We're going. The West Wall is a different one. This isn't the Belgian one. It's the, what's it called? We're also going to Mont Saint Michel. Yeah, that is Bokoen1. That is part of it. We're looking at to see if we can get a hotel there. What's the fort called in Belgium? Belgian fort. World War II. Fort Ibn Mal. Ibn Mal. That's the one. Ibn Mal. And then the plan is, after Ibn Mal, either go straight to Mont Michel, or we take the next stop in Calais or Dunkirk, depending on which city we want to stay in, obviously, for the day, or the night, or the 2 days. We'll probably do 2 nights in either Calais or Dunkirk, and then go visit the other city that we're not staying in. And then look around there, and then 2 or 3 days in Caen, because Caen is kind of like one of the good areas you can stay in to go around looking in Normandy. Obviously, you can stay in other cities like Saint Lo or Carrington or other areas in Normandy, but Caen is very good. Everything's really close once you are in Normandy. It's like 40-minute drive everywhere at max. And then once you are on a location that you want to be that's 40 minutes away, usually, like if you go to Pointe du Hoc, it's just a 5 or 10 minute drive to Omaha Beach, and then a 5 or 10 minute drive to Gold Beach, and then you can go through everything. I might do some streams as well, who knows, could be cool to stream something for you guys, like the Pointe du Hoc shit. I've been there before, so I wouldn't mind streaming that personally, because it literally looks like you're walking around on the moon with all the fucking craters there. But yeah, plan is to visit a bunch. Caen? Isn't that how you say it? Caen. C-A-E-N. Caen. I thought that was how you pronounced it. Let me get it up. Caen. Pronunciation.
Bonjour, this is Julian the Frenchman here on YouTube in how to pronounce more interesting names. capital of Calvados department. It is the as Caen.
It is Caen. Caen.
Caen. It is the capital of Calvados department.
Without the N? He says the N.
Caen. It is.
Or is it just car? Kong. Either way, I feel like it was close to my pronunciation. Oh my god, can these guys just fucking die, bro? I need to eliminate these guys and then move backwards. Kill them all. Oh, he leveled up. So true, General. Commander-in-Chief. Then we go kill these guys, and then we should be at a reasonable situation. We should have a... Did we get the mounting on... Or was it mounting unrest over here? And then they're gonna explode next turn. These guys formed up an army. Are you kidding me, bro? Well, at least we'd be able to reinforce the capital. Would I be able to put my fleet here and then prevent them from crossing?
Your orders, sir. Attack! The sea beacon, sir. Fire!
Shogun infantry damaged.
Your orders, sir. Setting sail, sir. Fire!
Yariki damage and casualties. Just give as many casualties as we can to them, honestly.
Sir!
See, the one thing is, like, I'm scared of, personally, when going to France, because we're going to be spending a lot of time in France, right? And granted, I haven't been, like, in that area of France for 15 years of my life. It's been 15 years, 16 years since I was in Normandy last time, right? But it's not, I wouldn't say it's rural, but it's relatively rural compared to Paris, right? And what I do remember from Normandy, right, is that they are so bad at speaking English over there. Menu cards are not in English. Everything is in French. The people don't speak English. You can't speak German to them because they hate that too. It's just... Obviously, I'm expecting it to be easier with a smartphone, because back then, we didn't have smartphones when I was there. It was prior to smartphones. We had to use a GPS to find things built into the car to, like, try and search for things, because we didn't have access to the internet on the move. So a lot of things will be easier, but I still... I know it's a massive tourist area. I am aware of that. It was also a massive tourist area when I was there back then, but they still didn't speak English. I know that was all the way back in, like, 2006 or whatever, or 2010, or, like, before the first smartphones came out, but still. Yeah, probably, I would expect in cities like Caen and stuff that it would be there. You know German? I can speak a little bit of German. My German is miles better than my French, because I do not speak French. I can say oui, and that's about it. And I don't even... s'il vous plaît means please, right? I don't fucking know. Bro, I don't know anything in French. I'm so fucked. Like, I've never had French in school. And at least then, I realized that some of the German that I had actually stuck on. Also because German language is like, you can just like spitball Danish and or spitball it, and some Danish at them, and there's like a 50% chance that it'll be the same word in Danish as it is in German. That's the one thing right there. That'll save your ass. Oh, we were gonna siege this.
Ready for orders.
Holy chungus. If they charge us, that could be a very dangerous situation. We're gonna need one hell of a formation.
Besieging settlement.
Can we still upgrade the gold mine, actually? They blew up the fucking farm, bro. I don't have any money. What about you guys? Are you guys reaching a point where you won't throw a hissy fit? Nope. I guess we could do it for a turn. And also make money off of these guys for a turn. Yeah, money here as well. I'm literally just looking for money wherever I can. We could also get money here for a turn. A singular turn. Then we get 3k. Bo's a native Peninsular German speaker. I'm not... Peninsular German. I come from one of the islands, so that doesn't work. I speak 2 languages, and I can spitball German, Lopez. That's about it. I don't actually speak German. Some people would consider me speaking German, like being actually speaking German, but I like obviously Germans would bully me now and say, "No, you don't speak German, Bo." But compared to average people that don't speak German, then I do speak German because I can understand German to a degree and I can speak it to a degree, but I'm definitely not fluent in it. I'm not beginner either. Yeah, and it's like English, because the way I view it with languages, because again, when I speak English, my mind works in English. When I speak German, my mind does not work in German. It works in Danish or English, because I will try, mainly in Danish, because Danish is more similar to German than what it is, than English is to German. But either way, you try and like, if you know you're fluent in a language, if you think in the language. That is how I see it. You're not fluent if you don't have that. Yeah, that's also why Nexon. It's easier for me to also make myself sound German than actually being good at German. But like, it's easy for me to pronounce words because they're very close to each other. That'll just be words where I'll be like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, you have no idea. Like, for instance, like a Krankenwagen, that's a word, right? That's a fucking ambulance, right? It literally just means sick vehicle or wagon, and it's an ambulance. It does not. Ambulance is ambulance in Danish. It's literally like the English word. Like, some words in Danish are the same as English, and some words are the same as that. Because ambulance, ambulance. If you read the word ambulance, you would be. I'm pretty sure. Is it spelled the same? Hang on. I don't think it's spelled the same. No, it's spelled literally the same way in Danish. We just pronounce it differently. It's literally, we just pronounce it differently. And in German, you'll have this word for ambulance. That's ambulance. But at the same time, Nexon, can you guess what this word means in Danish? Can you guess? Only the Germans, or like if only non-Danish people can guess what that means. Because what is the German word for what I just typed, Nexon? What is the German word for what I just typed? Exactly, Kampfwagen. It is literally... So we'll literally have a word that is almost identical to yours. And Kampfwagen, Kampfwagen. It's literally the same word. Or Kartoffel and Kartoffeln. Wagon, I would say wagon means vehicle. That's a better way of describing it than... Like, or Wagen means vehicle. That's where I'd rather say it, where it's like a fighting vehicle. Because theoretically, the way, yeah, that's what you say. You basically just call it a fighting vehicle. Because Kampf means fight. I don't actually know what I'm... Other than defending here until the big army gets home. I don't know what to do. Kampfwagen? Yeah, that would... But it does mean... Literally translates to fighting vehicle. But it's Panzerkampfwagen is literally like tank, right? Like Panzer is also tank. The way we pronounce tank in Danish, or the way people say tank in Danish, is usually Kampfvogn. That is the Danish word for tank. Kampfvogn. But it's funny. Again, I know no French at all. My girlfriend doesn't know any languages other than English, so she's better at understanding Norwegian than me. In Danish, we say slåsvogn. That's just not true. Slåsvogn. I've never even heard that. I've never even... maybe in the Danish army. That could be true, Varmdale. That could be true. I've never heard that. I've never been in the army, so I wouldn't know. But if you look in the dictionary, it's Kampfvogn. Isn't Danish and Norwegian like German and Austrian? I don't believe that at all.
Ready for orders.
I genuinely have no idea what a Norwegian person says to me when they talk to me. Well, somewhat. I have a very little thing. Because when I was at the Danish Game Awards, there was a Norwegian guy talking to me, and I was completely like... I understood some of it, but sometimes I'll literally just stand there, and it's so much easier if we just speak English to each other, bro. Like, we're both, like, fluent in English. Let's just do English. Like, I have no idea what you're yapping about, bro. I don't understand Nordics. That's the problem. I can... somewhat understand it. I can read Norwegian. Reading Norwegian is literally the same as reading Danish, except they add an extra letter at the end of the word once in a while. That's about it. There is nothing special about the written Norwegian language, but the way they pronounce their words is completely different than us. I feel like I have more in common with pronouncing German and Danish than pronouncing Norwegian and Danish. I'm being dead ass, honestly. The standard in Norway, I think it is Bokmål. But they wanted the government wanted to like do something, so they separated themselves from Danish. So they created Nynorsk, which nobody in Norway likes, according to the Norwegians I've spoken to. I know Schaefer hates Nynorsk, like the way he has to write it and stuff like that, because it's all. I think he said it was philosophical or something. It's all in a weird way, but what is basically the one that's based off of Danish is way easier. Yeah, Nynorsk is used like 10% of people. But the government at one point wanted Nynorsk, and I'm pretty sure it was also to separate themselves from Denmark, where it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, I am 90% sure that Danish people are easily people from Scandinavian countries understand us more than we understand them. Here we go, big battle coming in. We got naval support. No! I did not want to auto resolve that. Fuck! I was supposed to click the quick save button. Please tell me that auto saves before that. Did we fight any battles here?
Ready for orders. Orders received.
Your orders, my lord.
When was this autosave from? This was from 39. Oh, okay. Wait, it autosaved right when I hit end turn. Okay, thank God. Nobody in Scandinavia understand Danish. I feel like they have a. Whenever I speak to someone, I've once given directions. I can't even tell the difference between when someone's speaking Swedish or Norwegian. I can't tell the difference between Swedish and Norwegian. I literally can't tell the difference. That is how bad it is for me. But I have once given directions at a parking lot to a Norwegian or a Swedish man, where I understood him and he understood me. I was speaking Danish and he was speaking whatever language he was speaking, and we understood each other. But I will stand by, I have no idea a lot of the time of what the fuck is going on when people are talking to me. That, again, I'll tell the story again. I've told it before. When I was on a ski holiday in Sweden 2 years ago, the floor heating in our hut or cabin stopped working or something. Either it was like doing too much or was doing too little, whatever. So we had to call a technician over. So this Swedish guy shows up and he is there, and he comes in and he starts speaking Swedish. I kind of think I understand him, and then I explain to him in Danish what's going on, what's up, and what we think's going on. He then says something in Swedish, then I say something in Danish, then he says something in Swedish, then I look at my girlfriend, and she just like looks, and she doesn't say a word, even though she's the one that claims to be good at this, by the way, that language. She's been yapping all holiday in Swedish, like being like whatever in Swedish all holiday. And when the show comes to thing, she doesn't even say a word. She's scared of speaking it, whatever. And that's when the Swedish guy just looks at me and is like, should we just speak English? We all understand English. I don't understand you. You don't understand me. Oh, so fucking good. Fucking hell, bro.
The levy is ready, sir.
They won't. Oh, they can't even come from that angle, so. So that guy there. Wait, no, that's the commander. He does not need to be on the front line initially.
The levy is ready, sir. We are ready to
Okay,
defend,
that
sir.
comes from two angles. That's good. We can kind of focus them down here.
Following orders.
Crazy that instead of any of the 3 Nordic languages becoming, thank you for the Aquino Shano, thank you for the 2, appreciate it. But crazy that that instead of one of the 3 Nordic languages becoming the standard, it's just, that's just how it is, bro. Okay, so we need one of these to be able to run up and just take command over here in case they charge us.
Await my commands at your command.
Where is the Yari? We got Yari here. Do we have any Yari over here? Any melee dudes? How much melee? As far as I can see, 2 melees on each side. Some more matchlock Kachi over here, so we'll move these guys into position. Oh, wait, no, we have 2 levies here. We have plenty of levies. Easy. Yeah, but it's just because the Nordic languages, they are very similar. Like, I'm also over-exaggerating it a little bit, but it is just easier for us to speak English to each other because we understand English better than our languages together, because we don't get taught Swedish in school, we don't get taught Norwegian in school. Technically, I don't know if you guys have in other school system what you call the class you have regarding your own language, but we have that. We just call it Danish class. In Danish class, for the exam, both in elementary school and in high school, you can, for the exam, be examinated in a text, like where you have to analyze a paper, or analyze a text or a story or something. You can be told to analyze a Norwegian or a Swedish text. That is entirely within the curriculum, because you are expected to be able to read Norwegian or Swedish. I think out of the 45 you can draw, or whatever, because there's like 45 different ones you can draw, where you have to read it and then analyze it and then be examined in it. You can, there's like 3 or something, one of each language, or maybe 2 of each language. Oh, we grew up with Pippi Langstrømpe as well, but it was dubbed. I had to take 2 years of foreign language, but it was Latin and effectively useless. Bro, I don't think you... I don't know if that's in the US, but here, you start learning fucking English in... I think I started... They do it even faster now, right? But I started learning English, and I was one of the first generations to start learning English early. I think it was around... How old was I? Like, fucking 10 years old or something? Maybe 9? Maybe 8. So it was like 3rd or 4th grade you started with English.
Your general is in mortal peril, sir.
Hang on, we gotta bomb these son of a bitches. You start learning that in that grade. What did I get to? I don't even know what grade I got to. But either way, after that, you start learning German when you're like... you have to choose between German and French on top of that. When you get like... to... I don't even know. What age is that at? Like, when you're 14? No. Probably like... Because from 7th to 9th grade you start learning German, and then when you go to high school you have to choose if you want to keep going with German or you want to start a new language. So you got hold on. You start learning English in 1st grade now in Denmark. Used to be 3rd grade. I think it was 3rd grade for me then. I remember I was so far ahead of the curve because I've been playing RuneScape as well, and video games. So you had to learn some English in order to like understand things. I was so bored initially in the English classes. Am I winning this properly? I can't even tell right now. That bug battle with the ninja, there was no ninja in the battle. It was just a bug battle, so we didn't win it. We had to redo it and then we won afterwards. But yeah. German you have for like 3 years in elementary school. I guess it depends on what school you're in, because I heard some you could learn Spanish in. There's more. It depends on what they offer there. But you have to learn a 3rd language. You have to start learning it at least in school. And I did German. Got the second highest grade for my oral German exam in elementary school, and the second lowest passing grade in high school for German. Are you actually popular? I am not popular in Denmark. It's funnily enough, I feel like I don't know if I don't know if it's just because I'm relatively down to earth for a streamer, because some streamers are assholes. I don't know, but I feel like I'm like people that I meet, other streamers in Denmark, content creators, that they like me, even though I barely ever talk to them. It always feels like they actually like me as a person. I don't know if it's because I'm down to earth or I'm just not an asshole or something, and they're used to people being assholes in some areas. I don't know. It's really nice hanging out with Danish streamers, actually, because they're like really friendly people. But I don't know. Whenever I meet Danish streamers, it's always cool to hang out with them, talk to them. But nobody knows who I am all the time. That, like, the way you do when you show up to like an event with other streamers, and if you don't know these people, it's so funny because if they don't know you, the only way they can understand, like, the first thing they do is, oh shit, what do you do? But no, then they don't even ask what you do to start off with. They know you're there because you're a streamer or a YouTuber or whatever, right? And then they'll be like, oh, how many subscribers do you have? That's like the first thing they'll ask. And then they always, like, a lot of them are, because my size of subscribers on YouTube is relatively high for a this is not a Garrison one, right? No, we'll retreat this one. Is relatively high for a Danish channel. So people are always like, holy shit, that's a lot of subscribers. And I'm like, I don't really care about my subscribers. I care more about how many views I get. Now, I'm not saying I hang around assholes next to them at all. Like, even when I go to, like, events where it's international events, people are usually really nice. There are just, as far as I've heard from some people that I've talked to within the Danish influencer and streamer and YouTube communities, I have heard that there are some people that are assholes within the community. None of the people I've spoken to have been assholes towards me. I've just heard that there's been some toxicity going on. Well, I'm not. Nobody knows who I am in Denmark. It's kind of crazy. Oh, it's also kind of nice, I guess, that every time I'm out in town, I don't get like homed down by people being like, "Oh, hey, can I get a photo?" Because I know there are Danish streamers do that. Like you have like 200, 300 viewers on Danish Twitch. You get homed down by people when you go out. Literally, 200, 300 viewers. Boom, everybody will know who the fuck you are then. And people will go around constantly having photos with you and autographs and shit. It's for like a country of 6 million people, so.
Sir, a unit has fired off all its ammunition. You have
Wait,
triumphed over the
are we
enemy.
out of ammo? Jesus Christ. Good battle. Lots of KIAs. That was one invasion army dealt with. There's one more, though. So we gotta be careful. They're charging us. That's a lot of cavalry. I hope we win this. Because this is the big army over here. We have to win this. Oh, God. Oh, God. It's in a forest. There's a chance we just get murked. Ah, this is good. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, this is good. This is perfect. We line up like 2 gun positions. I'm kind of scared here what I'm supposed to do here, because the forest is not a real forest, but it's kind of a real forest. You know what I'm saying? That didn't make any sense. Will they even be able to see her? This is not good. Does all of this count as a forest? I guess the whole thing counts as a fucking forest. What the fuck? There are so many of them. That does not count as a forest though. So we could do this. I'll get back to Yap session 24 in a second. Can I just line up here and hide, and then have a secondary line here? So when they try and flank that unit, we'll be in good position here. That's what I'm expecting, at least. I feel like having a multi-layered defense here would be good. But I don't know. I don't know if these guys can fire over these guys' head. Maybe we need to place them further forward then. Hold on. Still be hidden here. They could fire over their heads, I believe that. We have a double line right there.
Returning to formation. New fire, sir.
And then we should have one more group available. We want to keep it tight. So this is the bait and switch. We bait him in into this one over here. This is gonna be horrendous. This is a horrendous formation.
Today, sir, we defend.
Any tips on learning Danish? Don't. Number 1, don't. It's pointless. Unless you plan on moving here. Otherwise, the greatest tip I have for someone to learn a language, if you want to learn a language, for real, from my experience, the best way of learning a language is if you have something that is fun and engaging while you do it. That's just in general anything with learning. If you do something that is engaging while you do it. Watch TV shows in Danish with subtitles. Just watch it with subtitles so you get an understanding of how the language sounds. That helps you a lot. That's how I learned English a lot. I watched a lot. It's why some European nations are better at English than other nations, because we actually don't dub our shit, right? That's literally one of the reasons. I hate watching dubbed shit. And you'll have people in Germany being like, oh my god, you know, The Simpsons in German, that shit bomb, bro. Homer Simpson in German, better than the English Homer Simpson, bro. Like, they are fucking stupid. Fucking brain dead people, man. Alright, that's one squad of Sable Cav gone. So, first tip to learning a language is, unironically, start watching things in the language. And then you have to also want to learn it. You have to actually have an interest in it. Because otherwise you're never going to learn it. I want to watch The Simpsons in Danish. Doesn't exist. Did you not catch on to what I just said? We don't dub our fucking shows. We dub children's shows. That is it. Because a fucking 5-year-old is not supposed to speak English. What they kind of can nowadays. Unironically, my niece, who is 5 years old, can already count in English to like 10. Like, bro, I could barely even count to 10 in Danish when I was 5, bro. Yeah, we actually caught him in the trap right here. Holy shit, that trap actually worked. It's the cavalry that's the dangerous shit, so we gotta finish them off. They have a lot of spear levy as well. I think we're winning, but it's one hell of a battle right here. I can't see shit. No, but I'm being dead ass. When it comes to languages, watch the shows in it. Like, I get surprised of when I, for instance, like, and you gotta watch something that you might have an interest in. Like, instead of fucking dubbing it, like, if you want to learn Japanese, unironically, if you want to learn Japanese, instead of watching a fucking dub of your anime, watch it in fucking Japanese. You want to watch your little show in Japanese, learn it. It's probably gonna sound better than the fucking dub anyways. If you want to learn Japanese, stop watching anime. I don't even think that's true. I think it's a good place to start. You gotta, like, actively be learning the language and then just watch it. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have to do that. It's just about... Wait, how the fuck did you run? What are you guys doing, bro? They turned on the fucking kill switch and they just hunted... Yeah, Brick, that's just how it be. I always just laugh at it, but it's just because they only look at the ones speaking Danish, right? Okay, we'll quit the battle now. But yeah, for instance, if I watch something in German, I pick up on some things. I actually pick up on stuff that I know. And also you'll be able to read subtitles while also listening to the language, and you'll be able to understand some. You will pick up on a little bit if you actually try to pick up on a little bit. That's just how it is. Okay, we're actually, these guys are gonna have to fight 2 battles. 2 big battles. This is a full-on levy army, though, so there is hope. And we have the naval support. Are you watching German cartoons or German shows with actual people? Well, back when I was a kid, I sometimes, when I was on holiday, we'd have a night in Germany, and I'd be forced to watch The Simpsons in German. How do you know? How do you think I know that there is The Simpsons in German? Because I fucking watched it. Not because I wanted to watch it, because it was the only thing that I could watch.
Levies are
Oh, we
waiting
have
orders.
these guys remaining.
Prepare to defend,
Oh, they're actually
sir.
kind of attacking from the front this
Levies
time, but
awaiting orders.
not as much as you'd think. We'll keep him in reserve in case we need it.
Let them taste steel.
Wait, are they attacking with both armies? They're getting reinforcements. This might be the end, gentlemen.
Be a levy. Take you, cut that.
I will say the vast majority of this army is a bunch of peasants. So, realistically, there's hope. There is a chance. No, but I'm being dead ass. Watch TV shows with it. Like, but for instance, when watching, if you watch Downfall, I don't know if there is a dub of it in American, but if you have an interest and you want to learn German, watch World War II stuff. Just watch World War II stuff in German. Documentaries in German.
The levies are
Movies in
ready.
German.
Awaiting orders.
Just find whatever interests you, and then watch it in the original language. I've watched the Untergang a couple of times after I actually understood German, and I'm always surprised of how much I just understand without having to read the subtitles. Watch historical speeches in German. Oh, it's so true. Without radicalizing yourself. No, Downfall is a fucking amazing movie, and I genuinely don't call it Downfall. I call it Der Untergang, and a lot of people don't even know what it's called. When I say, have you ever watched Der Untergang to people? Whenever I speak English with people, they always forget that it's called Der Untergang. They call it fucking Downfall, and it's called Der Untergang, which literally means the world's ending, or like it's over. I guess it is also downfall, but der Untergang. Our word for it in Danish is also kind of the same. It's undergang. Jordens undergang. Undergang. Untergang. I think it's partially free on YouTube, in like parts. Oh, that was a bad one. In case they start shooting, I should have kept that a little more accurately on them. But if they're moving up, that's okay then. They're running because they know it's coming in. Ooh, big hits, humongous hits.
Levies awaiting orders.
Levies at your command.
Orders understood. Up the bubble.
Again, we're fighting peasants, and we're using like some of the best trained soldiers you can get. So, it's probably the second best infantry unit, like that's not a foreign troop. Only one is the Republican Guard, other than Republican infantry, that you can get that's better than this. Well, next on usually the people that get indoctrinated are like young people that are like in a bad situation or just looking for friends or something. And then what happens is that you're supposed to grow out of that phase and grow older and then talk to regular people and then realize, oh god, these people I'm talking to on the internet are people that never grew up and are still radicalized and don't actually talk to real people. They're not actual real people. They're just the minorities that are fucking insane. Like a lot of young people that get radicalized is because they're in a bad spot of some kind, and then they get out of that bad spot or they grow up, and then they are no longer gonna believe that that is the right thing. It's why demonizing these people sometimes is a little bad, because often you just need to talk to them. It's literally just people that needed friends a lot of the time. Obviously, the people that are still like this when they're 30 are fucked up. But demonizing kids that have opinions that are crazy, it's kind of like, bro, give him a little bit of a break. Hopefully it'll come around. Show him some love. Give him some chances. You still have hope for Grisha? The problem is that that's not just that's not being radicalized in the same way as normal young kids get radicalized. That's a whole state that is using propaganda to radicalize the entire population. That's a completely different example than what I'm coming up with here, what we're talking about.
Your victory is close, sir.
The only way for a person like Grisha to come around and is if you like did the same thing as not the meme term that the Russians use with denazification now, but like denazification in the same way that like you did to Germany after World War II. Because the Russian population is so indoctrinized at this point that they just support it blindly now. Like, you actually need someone to step in and tell the Russians this is not how it's going. We need to, like, and actually show them what it's like. Have you talked to a lot of Russians? The Russians that live in Russia, I would assume, just communicate like that. That's just how it is. Like, they if it's either that or they're being significantly... They are also being significantly oppressed, but I think that a lot of Russians genuinely, from what the media, Western media at least, shows me, and Russian media shows me, both sides of the thing shows that most Russians that live in Russia support the war in Ukraine, for instance, and believe that NATO is trying to conquer Russia or some dumb shit. Right? You understand what I'm saying? And that's, if you see it from both sides, I doubt that it's just propaganda. Because why wouldn't the West spew out articles about how the majority of Russians are just being suppressed and they all want Putin to leave? If that was the case, why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't we try and create like a sense of or a cause that we need to help them? We aren't doing that. We're just most of the articles I read are just, oh, it just came out. Most Russians support the war. They don't want to fight. I think I literally just read an article today. Most Russians do not want to fight in the Russian military, but most Russians also support the war against Ukraine and the West. Don't you understand the Russians' point of view? I do not understand the Russian point of view, no. Because if you actually talk to people in the West, we don't want to conquer Russia. We don't want to do any, we just want to trade, bro. We just want to buy cheap gas. We don't actually want to, like, fight you guys. We don't want to fight Russia. Nobody initiated a war with Russia. We wouldn't initiate a war with Russia. Like, most people in the West, funnily enough, do not want to go and die in a trench in Ukraine. But I'm pretty sure if we got pushed far enough, there would be a cause for it. Like, something would happen. But it's like, we just don't, we just want to live our lives in peace, bro. We want to actually just live. We have enough problems to deal with. Why would we want to conquer Russia? It's like when Russians believe that we're trying to do this whole thing and, like, be mean to them. We don't want to do anything to Russia. I just assumed that one guy. We say this and most people believe so too, but capitalism spreads after day. It's just you just typed what was the thing you typed? Hold on, let me scroll up. Do you understand the Russian point of view? No, I do not understand the Russian point of view of that. Because the only way I can understand the Russian POV is from the only way I can understand the Russian POV is by saying to myself that the only reason the Russian POV is like this is because your government is spreading lies to you. That is the only way I can understand the Russian POV. Because from a Western perspective, we are literally just trying to mind our own business. Sure, we've done bad shit in the Middle East. I completely agree with that. We've done some shit. But we're not fucking around in your neighborhood. Like, we're not attacking you. We don't have any intention of fighting you. We don't want to fight you. We actually wanted to trade with you. The EU actually traded a shit ton with Russia in an attempt to actually try and talk to Russia and normalize relations with Russia. We traded a fuck ton with Russia.
At your command. On the move, sir.
Wait, what does this one say? Why did you install a militaristic junta in Ukraine in 2014 then? Did we do? Yeah, that's the rage bait. That's rage bait right there. That's again. What evidence do you have to support this? You're literally just saying that the Ukrainian population, all those millions of people that were in the street, you're just taking away their what's the word I'm looking for? Freedom, or not freedom, but like looking. I don't know. Not freedom. I have a specific word. I was agency. You're taking away their liberties. But I was looking for agency. That was the word I was looking for. You're just taking away all of the agency that they have to go out in the street and protest, and then be against what the fuck was going on. Because as far as I remember, it was because this guy that got elected wanted to push the country away from the West, but towards the Russia again, which is what the population did not want. So they went out and protested, and then he had to step down, got overthrown, whatever, yada yada yada, and then we have what we have today. a Western-friendly Ukrainian government that wants to align themselves with the West and be part of the EU because they see how all the other countries that have joined the EU that were previously under the Eastern fucking Iron Curtain have all developed into massive economic growth. Everybody has gone up in living standard. Everybody gets fucking 3 fucking euro bucks from all the rich people. It's just insanity that you can use arguments like that. Other than just being fed propaganda and lies by your... Because the thing is also, in the West, we also... Sure, there is also propaganda in the West. Nobody denies this. That is the complete thing. But we basically have freedom of thought here. When you go to university, you can look at everything. You don't get, like, shot for having the wrong opinion. You don't get pushed out of a window for having the wrong opinion. Maybe if you have something to do with the Epstein list, I don't fucking know. But if you say, oh my god, the Trump bad, fuck Trump, go out in the street in front of, like, the White House, you don't get fucking... like caught by the FBI or something and like put in a fucking cell somewhere. Well, you might be soon, but who knows? But most Western countries that doesn't happen. Looks at the camera. I do remember one thing that was like an outrage here was that there was a point where I can't remember if it was the entire Chinese like diplomacy people. I can't who I don't even know who it was that arrived. It was, I don't think it can't have been the president or whatever, Xi or whoever was it. I can't fucking remember who it was from China that arrived in Denmark and in Copenhagen, and we had some people standing around with like Tibetan flags. And the police, the Danish police, actually like took the flags away from, or got them away from the Chinese people, and that people got so fucking upset over that because they actually tried to like, because they didn't want to upset the Chinese diplomats, so the police was instructed to remove the flags or whatever, or the Free Tibet or shit or whatever it was. That people got so upset over that. Man. Okay, we don't actually need to go back and deal with this now. We actually killed them.
Yes, my lord. Forgive me, but I cannot.
Who defines hate speech? I would say hate speech to me would be mainly defined on something that you are born with, something you cannot change about yourself, and that people hate you for something that you are born with and cannot change. Your sexuality, your skin color, your race, stuff like that. Like something that your mind is like, either you're born within your mind, the way your brain works, or the way you look. So criticizing Islam isn't hate speech, not in my opinion, not at all, not at all. Criticizing Christianity is not hate speech. Criticizing religion is not hate speech. Religion is not something you are born with. Religion is something you are indoctrinated into. A lot of people are going to be angry at me for having that thing right there, but if you've been following my Twitter, you know I have been more at odds with fucking Catholics than people from Islam, by the way. I just want to put that out there. I unironically, it's like Islamic people, like that's so much I hate about Islam, right? But they at least don't like fight me on Twitter like the Catholics do. The Catholics are fucking crazy, bro. Gunshot, bro. Let me stop you right there. I hate most religion. Most religion. Let me just stop you right there. You can get that on the record. You want to clip that? Bo hates most religion. Probably all religion. There are very few good things about religion. That's actually some good things about religion. But religion, in my opinion, is mostly bad. That is my opinion. We don't have to say a specific religion. We can just say religion in general. Religions are literally just government. Hold on. Religions are basically just government approved cults. That's what religion is.
Defeating settlement. Attack.
How much will I lose on this? 1,200. Not that much. And politics isn't? Let me tell you why politics isn't government-sponsored or government-approved cults. Because you can leave... Again, I'll put it like this. You can leave most governments, or political... No, not governments. Most political parties, or change political parties or opinions without those previous political parties you voted for or followed or were part of coming back to haunt you or be attacked by those people. That is something that is not a thing in a lot of religions. A lot of religions will attack you for leaving that religion. Police to tithe in the Danish state church. I'll be like this. The Danish state church, I'll drop a truth bomb on you right here. The Danish state church has nothing to do with religion. It's all about preserving cultural history. Because we have a fuck ton of churches, and they're basically like monuments at this point. And without state church or a state tax to keep the churches alive, those churches fucking die. And then you don't have the monuments, and they are part of the monuments. And I respect the culture and the monuments behind the state church. That is what I do. I do not respect anything else. Just like if it was in an Islamic country, I would want the mosques to still be there. If they had stood there for hundreds of years. No, I'm not. What do you mean? Like, I still think every time I've been at there are gonna be again. I want to point it out there. If you are religious or go to church, go to the fucking mosque. I don't know, whatever religion suits your thing. As long as you're not an asshole with it and try and convince other people constantly, or judge people for not being religious, yada yada yada, and stuff like that. I don't care, man. Like, you can be religious if you want to be religious. As long as you don't force it on other people. If you're happy with it, as I said, there are a lot of good people. There's also a lot of good people in religion. I'm also being like very very. What's it called? Aggressive with it, and hold on, I'm looking for a different term. I'm trying to think what I'm looking for here. There are a lot of good things about religion as well. That brings out good stuff in people. And you should have your religion as well if you want it. Again, it's just, I don't think you should put your religion down over other people. Right? It's why, for instance, I will drop the bomb that lost me subscribers on YouTube half a year ago. Lost me followers on Twitter, yada yada yada. When my stance on abortion is very clear. I think abortion should be completely legal. First of all, I also a completely different discussion is also I want men to be able to have an ability to get a what's it called? Legal abortion, not an actual abortion. A man should never be able to decide a woman to be able to get the abortion, but a man should be able to say, I don't want this kid, and then just be able to pay the money and never have to see the kid. Or actually, yeah, that's just how it is. Or maybe the man should, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Either way. Point is, I think a woman should be allowed to decide over her own body like that, because it's fucked up that because of a religion you're like, oh, you're killing a baby, whatever, yada. That's fucked up, bro. Come on, let's be real here. That's my thing, and I think you should not decide over other people like that. I think that's fucking crazy that you're trying to decide over another person's body just because of that. And a lot of people will, mainly Americans will argue against me, but also some conservative Europeans will argue against me. But either way, it doesn't really matter too much. It's just what it is. We could actually take one like this and then repair the castle and we should be good. Is this repaired yet? No.
Battle ready, sir.
We didn't kill both armies, right? I kind of just want to auto-resolve this one because these ships aren't really necessary. Yeah, that's good. Oh, we didn't win. You say being reasonable, that's not necessarily what it is. People have different opinions and shit, but it just is what it is.
Waiting for a new course.
But and again, I'm not gonna ban you for having like that opinion in my stream if you think that abortion, but I will still spout my opinion. I will still call you stupid for having that opinion, and you could choose not to watch me anymore if you want to have that. That's on a lot of things. This isn't even me being liberal. This is just me being Danish, European, sort of say, because it's not a topic over here. It's where we separate us from the Americans. Most European countries, it's legal to get, for instance, an abortion. It's not a problem. It's why I was always laughing my ass off whenever Braun would be like, "Oh, let's talk about abortion, Bo," and I'd just be like, "Okay, what do you want to talk about it for?" Like, I think it should be okay. I think it should be legal. This should be should be allowed to do it. I'm like, what are we doing here, man? That there are just some topics that are not like controversial for us, that are controversial for Americans, and it's when I spout this out, some people will get angry at me. And I'm overall in Denmark, I'm considered relatively right wing. Let me put it like that. I am considered center right, I would say. I am considered center right with my opinions. My political opinions, my parties I vote for, I am considered center right.
Ready for orders.
But in the US, I would probably be considered a communist. Wait, what was this? You ain't liberal. Liberal is being freedom of economy. You are progressive. Liberal is that's what liberal means here. Because I'm also liberal economically in Denmark. In Denmark, I'm considering liberal economically as well. That is completely correct. For a Danish person, I am considered that. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, honestly. But you're socially progressive? I wouldn't even call myself socially progressive. I would just call myself, I literally do not care what people do as long as they mind their own fucking business, really. Like, that's kind of like my thing. Obviously, there's a limit to it. Like, there's a limit to it. But that's also where it's like, as long as they mind their own business, I don't really care. Like, it's still there, but it's like, I don't like, I'm at the point where, like, I'm not like, I don't go to Pride Parade, for instance. I'm not like that kind of progressive person. But I'm like, bro, if you wanna touch some penis or like put penises together, I don't give a fuck. Do your thing, bro. Just keep the penis out of my penis or my ass. That's my opinion on things. Like, just like oh, you want to be a you consider yourself you're born, you're biologically born a man, but you feel like a woman, so you want to be a woman. Go ahead, be a woman. Be my guest. It does not bother me at all. I just, at the same time, I just don't want to be flamed because I accidentally misgender someone. That's it. I'm also at that point. That's why I'm saying I'm not progressive. I'm not in that box where people would consider me progressive, because I also find it annoying when I get flamed for saying the wrong thing when I genuinely did not know. And I feel like we just like I also, my opinion with the whole Trump being elected again thing is that I think that the left took it too far, where people were genuinely too scared. The progressiveness went too far, where people were genuinely too scared to say things sometimes, or just do things in regular lives, and therefore there's a correction where we go very far to the right, and now it's going to balance again next election, hopefully, that we go further left again. But that's why I think, I don't think it's okay that happened, but I think that's what happened in society. That you went too far to one side, and then there has to be a natural balance where you come back, and then you still end up more left than what you were X amount of years ago. You just go a little more towards the center again. Also that, you think the Dems are doubling down on identity? We will see.
My sword for you, my lord.
That's what happened in Denmark. Like, I'll be completely real. What happened in Denmark was that in the early 2000s, not in the early 2000s, but mid 2000s, all the way up to like mid 2010s, we had obviously you have the refugee crisis in Europe and shit like that. We have some really right-wing populist parties that are heavy anti-immigrant, right? They are heavy anti-immigrants in Denmark, and they start getting a lot of fucking votes. Then the socialist parties, or the social democratic parties that are rather left-leaning, start adopting some of these anti-immigrant policies. Not as radical as the ones that are to the right side. They are like fucking crazy. They're like, oh, you commit a crime and you're an immigrant? Hey, send him back to Syria. We're not like talking like that. We're just adopting more anti-immigrant stances, but not as anti-immigrant stances, and slowly moving further to the right on the anti-immigrant stance, where we kind of find an equilibrium where it's not like fucking insane, so you get AFD levels, but you get a little left AFD. Like, not a little left of AFD, but somewhat left of AFD. We're still one of the more anti-immigrant states or nation states in Europe, but we don't have the problem with right-wing populism to the same degree anymore, because our current government is somewhat anti-immigrant, but they're not fucking crazy. And that's why I think that policies or that there will always be like a reaction from parties that do this stuff, because I've seen it. Obviously, we also have a highly educated population compared to some other countries, so it's obviously dependent on the country itself as well. Holy shit! The cost of, did it say the whole province or the whole country? Yeah. So units should now be cheaper, 5% cheaper here. That's pretty good actually. And the dry dock should be done next turn. Yeah, our queen is literally a random commoner, and she's hella cool. I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying next one when you say a little bit left of AFD. We're not a little bit left of AFD. It's still much further left than AFD, but my point is that you hit, like, you have to adopt some of the points to try and find a middle ground. Otherwise, if you people will go more and more towards what they think the problem is. I mean, our monarchy is not as expensive as your monarchy, Peef, so I can understand why you think it's a cancer on modern democracy. For us, the monarchy is actually really good. It pays a lot of money for our companies and stuff.
At your command. Fire! Attack!
Your orders, sir.
Like, I'm pretty sure they get like a set amount of money every year, and it's not that much. Let me have a look. Okay, they actually do get a... They do actually get a lot of money. I will say they do get a lot of money, but they have to spend all that money on... Basically, it's advertisement. That's the way I see it, because they actually... I'm pretty sure it's seen as a net positive for us, at least, because they get 143 million Danish kroner, which is about... How much? 7 million is 1 million euros. So it's about 20 million euros a year that our royals get. And then they do a shit ton of advertisements. Because we have one of the... it's one of the oldest houses in the world, at least. Or royalties in the world. Okay, I don't actually know what's going on here, what we're doing. We have to deal with this rebellion, but that's fine. We could probably fight them in each province here. They should go this way, but... They're still angry in here. I can't do anything about this until we kill that province. How many... Oh my god. This one should actually be able to defend itself. Once we leave. Oh, we also get the happiness in like 2 turns, right? 3 turns, yeah. How's the happiness looking down here? We can't leave this yet. In 3 turns from now, everything should be even more easy. Things just get easier and easier with tech. Look, I know it gets into a yap stream, and I even lose my train of thought here, but it is what it is, guys. I think it's healthy if people also disagree with me, but I'd say I have a very center-right point of view on life, and therefore most people will be able to somewhat agree with me on a lot of things, unless you're radically right or left, that is. Cut the majority, 35. Nobody else wanted to work with them. So they're not like a ruling court, and I'm quite sure that they did not want to be in a ruling court because only with they could do some schizo shit probably. Yeah. Oh my god. Can I just quick save this? Is this true? Can I just rock? Okay, let's. I'm gonna fight if we lose this. The bar is lying if that's the case. Oh, lol. Okay, 0 casualties. I don't think I could have done that myself. But yeah, the same thing kind of happened with one of our parties in Denmark as well at one point. That was one of the populist parties. What is this? Rangaku. With the Dutch, born of our dealings with the Dutch has been promoting Western ideas and technology, believing them to be encouraged. What does this do? Lol. But either way, it was one of the right-wing populist parties. It became the 2nd or 3rd biggest party in Denmark for one election, and they did not go into government, and they got punished for not going into government because people thought they were pussies for not going into the government. Which was real.
Your orders, sir.
It definitely also got outflanked by the Social Democrats. Why are you still angry? Stop being angry. They're gonna spawn a rebellion literally every turn. What can we hire now? That's the real thing here. Let's see. Is this the boat we want to get? No, that's not the boat we want to get. Is it this one? It's this one, right? That's the one that's the best one in the game. Or we could just get the armored frigate, which is also insane. This one only has 9 guns, though. It only has 3 real guns, the rest are Gatling guns, right? Oh! Wait, what? Hold on. Constructed in France for the Confederate States Navy in 1864, she was renamed the CSS Sphinx. However, when it was discovered that the French were building ships for the Confederates, the shipyards were forced to sell the Sphinx to Denmark. Hold on. Where she was renamed Sterkolder. The following year, she finally sailed under the Confederate... Wait, what? Hold on. So, the way I read this... Did we... They sold it to us? And then we sold it to the Confederates? I gotta Google this. I have to Google this now. The CSS Stonewall! There's no way! There is no way! I have to read about this, okay, gentlemen? Hold on. We're getting Wikipedia up now. Can I show Wikipedia, or does it leak something? I don't even know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna read it out loud. I'm on Wikipedia right now. Okay, we'll just screenshot it and just like show the screen, I guess. I did make it full screen. We'll just do this. Display capture. Okay, it's very small. Like this. So if you look at this. So this is such a cursed story. Also carried... Wait. She was designed as an armored ram for service in shallow waters. The ship... was built in Bordeaux, France for the Confederate State Navy under the cover of the name Sphinx, but was sold to Denmark by the French builders to the Confederates, it was apparently forbidden to sell. The Danes refused to accept the ship, so we thought it was trash, I'm assuming, and then sold it to the Confederates. But it never made it to the Confederates. And then it was sold to the Japanese? I never knew about this. Had I known this, Denmark. Okay. Where does this say this? The French government blocked the sale under pressure from the United States, but Arman was able to sell the ships to Denmark and Prussia, which were then fighting on opposite. So we probably bought this shit to try and get, like, more ships out. Wait, they sold one to each side? These little rat fuck French people. Hold on, I gotta... While the Sphinx was sold to... Manned by a Danish crew, the ship left Bordeaux for its shakedown cruise. The crew tested the vessel while final negotiations were being conducted between the Danish Navy and Oman. Intense haggling over the price. Literally trying to rat this shit, bro. And a disagreement over compensation from the company for cited problems and late delivery led to negotiations breaking down on the 30th of October, where the ship had to set sail for Copenhagen. The Danish government refused to relinquish the vessel, claiming confusion in regards to negotiations. She arrived in Copenhagen on 10th of November and was in the Orlogsværft dockyard. Holy chungus. At the beginning of the Danes sold the ship to the Confederate. The vessel took aboard the Confederate Navy crew. There was a Confederate States Navy crew in Copenhagen. Jefferson Page. But it was still commanded by a Danish captain. Based. This is such a cursed story, man. Alright, back to the game. I need to repair this ship as well. Might as well just go there. I still don't think we want to build that ship, because I know it has the best guns. I am aware it has the best guns, and it's very good at ramming. And it's got the best range of any ship in the game. But this is just better. This has more guns. So one of these puppies for the north along with like a corvette of some kind. Like a small corvette. We build these two, and then that's going to be our navy. Then this one can sail around dealing with other ships in the meantime back home. And then this one will take care of the southern area. What is the cost of upkeep cost? There's 600. Jesus Christ, man.
At your command.
Think of the eco. We'd be able to. We can handle the eco. A lot of the economy will be better off soon as well. We could run one turn with that one on. Can we run a turn with this one on now? Okay, that one's fine. Is this one then? Yeah, we can run a turn with that. It's just the other province is about to explode again. And again, I'm kind of stalled right now because I can't just keep going. People are so mad.
Up to your command.
Do this? Nope, it's not enough. Next, again, in a couple turns, we should have enough. 2 turns, and we can start advancing. Even further. Even faster. Where do you go on holidays? Probably anywhere. My guess is I either go on holiday anywhere from Saturday to Monday. I will leave, and if I don't leave at that point, I won't go on holiday until after the 16th. Okay, this army's on the way back now. We can actually, yeah, we're gonna move down and kill those guys. Theoretically, we could do a Hoi game either Wednesday or Thursday, if you want to do one, because I can't do one Friday, and I can't Are we doing Warhammer Saturday, P, or is it not a Warhammer day? I need to know. Because either there's a, like, I don't necessarily expect to leave Saturday, because I'm going out Friday. But if we're not doing Warhammer, I could be more inclined to maybe leaving later in the day. Another samurai revolts. They just got crushed, but they were like, let's go again. Okay, so this is the ninja army on the way back. They might cause some problems. Especially if they attack down here, I feel like they'll cause problems. That. I really need that happiness tech, man. Get more money and happiness from this. Kinda should just send this like army across again.
Sorry, sir, but we cannot. Destination reached.
Peef, listen. I don't know if Peef even has sound on the stream right now.
Sir?
Are we doing Warhammer on Saturday, Peef, or no? Yes or no? Warhammer Saturday, Peef. Yes or no? I'll ask. So I need to know if it's even possible for me to leave that day. I'll probably be hungover anyways. Just one more tech, and we're done. Holy shit, this provides so much money. I just want to move out, but I can't. I need that tech, and then I can do it. Especially if we want to make money at the same time.
Your orders, sir. Ready for order. Steady as we go. The sea beckons, sir.
Then we grab these guys and the line infantry that's coming over, and we run down here with the marine, and then we siege this town down here. Don't have any artillery though, so hopefully. Where were you on 9/11? I just got home from football practice, I think. Or maybe I was at football practice. And I came home to it on the news. It's at like 9 or 10 a.m. 9/11 happens, right? And I'd be 6 hours ahead. So I'd probably be at football practice, and then I get home from football practice and I see it on the news. That's how I remember it.
Battle ready, sir.
How big is the... Oh god, that has a lot of range for coastal attrition. And then the next day, we had a, Wait. What day was 9/11? I can't remember of the week. So I swear it was like the next day. We had like a moment of silence, a minute of silence in the school courtyard. We had like a Danish, not a Danish, an American principal. We unironically had an American principal that served in the American Navy as well. Who used to fire like Tomahawk missiles on a destroyer or something.
At your command. Marching now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty confident it was the very next day that we had a moment of silence in the schoolyard. And there was like a chestnut tree in the middle of the schoolyard. And the tree dropped the chestnut. And in the middle of that moment, like halfway through the minute of silence, everybody started laughing. You know, it was kids, right? So didn't know what the fuck was going on. Uh-oh. Where even is this? Oh, it's this one. It's the one with the ninjas and cavalry. I feel like if we just gun them down, we might have a chance. Because they don't have any ranged units. We gotta do a lot of gunning, though. But we got plenty of layers. And I feel like we gotta use the top layers. Can't come from that angle. They can only come from the other side angles. This one tower right there. We have two towers and they're both on the second layer. This is okay. This is actually really okay. So maybe wait up here and then shoot this way. And then maybe wait here.
Immediately! The levy is ready, sir.
We want to make our final stand on the top layer.
We are ready to defend,
Oh, they all
sir.
come. No, the ninjas. I completely forgot about the ninjas. So we want to burn the tower when we get the chance. I am feeling this position over here though, but these guys are gonna dismount already? Theoretically, we could make a move here. I'm gonna try. We have the time. Make a move to get some shots off on him. It's a lot of cavalry.
The levy is ready, sir.
Orders understood.
At the double.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers to this map. It's like an onion. Get it, guys?
Immediately!
Okay, at least get a volley or two off on these guys.
Awaiting orders!
Get some tags and then leave. They're coming from over here as well, but my guess is they're gonna wait for the infantry to like try and take the castle first. And here we can get us some pop shots off and get some tags, maybe just 1 or 2 kills, whatever we get.
Levies at your command!
Hey, I'll take that.
Our orders!
Levies are waiting orders!
Our orders!
An ambush, General! An ambush!
Oh, it's the ninjas.
At the double! At the double! The levy is ready, sir!
Unless these guys start dismounting. Oh. But they're gonna blow up the wall. Wait, are the gates open? Holy shit, they climb so fast. This might be a problem.
At the double! Levies awaiting orders!
Holy shit, they climb so fast. Just fucking line up. I already fucked this up. It's over.
At the double! The levy
I
is
should have
ready,
fallen
sir.
back earlier. Fire arrows. Yeah, it's already fucked. It's already fucked.
At the double!
The ninjas are so insane if they get close.
At the double!
Levies at your command! Levies awaiting orders!
Run. Gentlemen, fall back in the castle.
A tower has fallen into enemy hands.
Oh god, they're so fast!
The levy is ready, sir! Enemy drones near!
The levy is ready, orders! Spear levy! Levies ready, sir! Spears at the ready!
Okay, that's that part secured. They are not coming back. Those ninjas are gone.
Levies are waiting
Now we can fall back up here.
At the double!
Spears to the
These are just
fore!
ninjas versus like an entire battalion of these guys.
Levies at your command! Levies awaiting orders!
Kind of bad that we did not make it out of here, gentlemen.
Levies at your command!
Fan-fucking-tastic.
At the double!
Retreat! Levies ready, sir! Levies awaiting orders!
They have not dismounted yet.
Your general is under attack.
Levies ready, sir! Levies at your command!
Levies at your command! Levies awaiting orders!
Stand firm!
Damned lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir!
Son of a bitch. We're not dismounted over there either. We still have 2 gun brigades remaining. 2 levy brigades remaining. They are climbing. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Double! At the double!
Run, 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 run,
The
run.
levies ready, sir!
They're not gonna make it there. Not if they
Levies
charge like
awaiting
that.
orders!
Oh no, maybe, maybe. If they don't turn their fucking sprint ability on. Nobody else have started climbing yet? Oh, they have the tower again.
Levies at your command!
How long are we reloading for? What are we doing here? This is a problem. These guys were not meant to fight like that.
Double! The levies ready, sir!
Spear levy!
Attack now! Levies awaiting
The end draws near, sir, and the men have lost hope!
steel! Levies at your command!
Cannot afford to lose too many men.
Stand firm! Disengage! The levies ready, sir! Fall back! Disengage!
Spears to the
Let these guys meet shields, and then we shoot.
Levies at your command! Levies awaiting orders! The enemy draws near!
That's right, gunpowder, baby. Yes.
Retreat!
Back and capture this.
spear levy!
Fall back! Hold the fort!
Uh-oh. We have a situation.
Levies ready, sir! Orders understood!
We have a situation.
The levy is ready, sir!
At the double! Moving forward, my lord! Double! Levies at your command!
Fire the fire arrows. Come on. Give me fire arrows.
A unit is running from
No,
the
no, 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 no.
battlefield,
Why are
sir.
you running? I wanted to capture the tower.
Levies at your command!
Levies awaiting orders! Levies at your command! Enemy approaching! Hold still and
Why are we not shooting? That was bad. We needed more firepower.
Levies are waiting orders.
Whatever. Line up over here as well, boys. We don't have anything better to do right now.
Orders understood. Let them taste steel.
The tower's gone.
The levy is ready, sir.
We've got to face another 150 men from over there as well after this if we get them.
Levy's
If we somehow win.
spear ready.
Sweep them from the field. The levy is ready, sir.
Levy's at your command.
Stand fast.
It's not looking pretty right now, gentlemen.
Damned lily-livered cowards! Your men are running, sir!
Gun down as many as we can, gentlemen. You know the drill. To the last man. They're running the wrong way. No, some of them are running the right way. Keep firing, gentlemen.
Up the double.
Fall back. Did they just stop running? This is the last stand of the 59 men. We got guns, they ain't got guns. Show them who's the boss, gentlemen. They ain't got no guns.
The enemy draws near. Attack!
To the last man, gentlemen.
Spears at the ready.
At the double.
Okay, it really was to the last man, huh?
Gone! A whole unit is lost!
I thought I was going to be
A
able to
whole
hold,
unit has
but
fallen
not
to
enough
the
men.
enemy.
I'll have to go back over there and kill them. Okay, they literally left nothing there. I'll just go back over there immediately. Okay, now we also have happiness. Loads of happiness. Hopefully it's enough for me to leave now. It should be. Yes. And I can recruit like a little shitter units to garrison this. This is going to be frontline city for a little bit, so we're going to put 2 on that.
Sir. Journey completed.
Alright, let's test out the armored corvette to start off with. We're setting sails. This is the first ironclad ship. Type ship that we're setting sails. It only has 12 guns. But it should be able to hold its own. It's an armored corvette.
Orders understood.
I don't know how well it'll go. I don't know if this is enough, but I'm hoping this is enough. I want to test how good this ship is. Wait. If it has the little logo where it's wooden and iron, does that mean it's not fully iron? It's just covered. It's a wooden ship covered in metal.
The men are ready to attack, sir.
Is that what this is? So, could you even get real ironclads in this, other than the one that was the Danish ship that you can get in this? Are there any real ironclads other than the Danish one? The Danish one are the foreign ones. And the British one, yeah, obviously. The Warrior, the American one, and the French one. But are there any other ones other than the Danish one and the 3 foreign ones? I'm still assuming this will do a lot better than their ships. We'll see. I have dry docks, Rapman. This ship is dry dock ship. It's an armored corvette. One of the foreign ships isn't an ironclad? Which one? I thought all of them were ironclads. I have the highest level of military port. That's what this one's built from. French ship isn't iron hull? Whoa, okay. I'm not sure about that next one. I'll have to think about it. Again, this should be better, right? Like, theoretically. I don't know how an armored corvette is going to do against these guys, but we'll see. They have more firepower, but I have more armor. Security. Feels like this one doesn't have that much range either. See what she can do. They're gonna fucking die. No, 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 no. Stay in the battle, stay in the fight. We got her on fire.
Immediately.
Uh-oh. It's working. The ship is actually a good ship.
Orders, following orders. Following orders. Immediately.
Sir, your general is in terrible danger.
That was explosive rounds.
Immediately.
That was a good hit from the other ship. It just fucked me up. This is a test of the Navy, okay?
Following orders.
Get to it, men!
It's over. No, 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 no. Casualty-wise, we're looking good. We're looking good. And hull-wise, we're looking good. Put him on fire. Not killed a single person on board that ship so far. How are we not killing anyone, bro?
Fire is spreading through one of your ships.
Now I'm on fire. He surrendered. Repair.
Sir, your general is in terrible danger.
Fuck me, we're on fire. Put out the fire, put out the fire. We literally just put that one out of the fight. It cannot be happening. Put out the fucking fire, gentlemen. Luckily sailing frontally towards us right now. We got the fire out. Turn her around. She needs the bigger one to operate properly, but we will win. We can't allow it to get too close. We can't be boarded. We don't have the crew to be boarded. Keep hitting it. Nice hits. Nice hits. Oh god, that's gonna broadside our ass in a second. Oh! Keep hitting that son of a bitch. How do I know which guns are dead and what guns are okay? Why are we not firing? Well, I guess we gotta use the other side.
I fear your general is in mortal peril,
It's not
sir.
looking good, gentlemen. They're on fire! They're still going! We might lose because of this. It's over. It's routing. It didn't surrender though, right? Oh, it did surrender. Wait, did they capture it then? No. No, we made it out of that. We made it out of that. That was the first combat sally of this ship. That was the first combat sortie, okay? Gentlemen, that was good. It was a good attack. We got one of their ships. First combat sortie. Now, what I was talking about is we have the max level military port right here. This one is the only ship, so the only ship you can build is the Danish ship. That's the only full ironclad ship you can build, is the Danish one. The Sphinx. Or, sorry, how do I say it? The Stærkoller. How you doing, Demon Hunter? Thanks for the 56. Bo, you're so low on income per turn. Why invest in the Navy? Well, you see, Chris, the reason why we are so low on income is because we haven't invested into Navy. So they just keep bombing everything on the coastline, causing a death spiral if we don't get a Navy. I have no idea what it means, Nexon.
To your service.
Oh, come on, stop running.
Forward, men.
Now I can actually start repairing this shit as well. Once we have 2 armored ships, then we should be fine. But then again, like, honestly, if this is an armored hull ship as well, hold on. Compared to the frigate, which I'm building right now, this one. I thought this one would be better, because I thought that was also going to be an ironclad, but it's just armored covered. So the ironclad would actually be better to build than. Even though it has less guns, it only has 3 guns. Ugh. It's so bad. Because the thing is, the guns in the back, as you can see up, if you look at this thing in the rear, that's Gatling guns. Well, it's not invincible, sort of say. Like, this ship is not invincible either, but it does a lot of damage to navies. Copper plated doesn't even matter. None of this matters. I think I might need to start getting... Well, I won't actually invest into it until I see armored ships myself, because then I'll invest into actual armor-piercing rounds, but... I don't even know if I need armor-piercing rounds,
Prepare
or
to attack, sir.
the advanced armor-piercing rounds, probably only for ironclads if you run into them. I'm assuming it's for ships like this. And that's what I'm talking about. These ships can like sit under fire forever. Oh, Loey's here. Loey, why are you in chat right now? Shouldn't you be at work? We'll actually be able to hit it from here. And I'm gonna get a drink, so I'm just gonna put it to like this speed. Again. Just don't want to die while I'm away. It's 4:30. Time to watch you be bad at games. I watched you get your ass saved by me yesterday in AoE. Oh, Bo, he's in my base. Bo, he's in my base.
USS Roanoke.
I feel like the range on these guns are also just insane.
Engine room reports ready to attack.
And we gotta blow up all these Navy vessels. Like, we're just gonna try and get naval supremacy, but it's gonna take so goddamn long. We're gonna need a Navy in the north and a Navy in the south, and hopefully it'll never be defeated. And then we can actually get so much income back. Point today? You're out of your goddamn mind, son.
Sir?
If I do this, I should also get some money from just raiding.
Nothing else?
Okay, that was scraps. Sail out the copper ships to take on this guy. Kinda don't mind auto-assaulting that one. That's why I don't auto-assault, honestly, because you don't win the auto-assault battles.
Steady as we go.
At your command.
Moving out. Is there nothing else?
I guess I can repair the port here.
Ready for battle.
So the idea was that this army moves over here to then take this, and then afterwards we set sail and conquer the islands. There are 3 islands to be conquered that needs to be dominated. Oh, shit, was his army actually gonna move with this? Yeah, finally! Something happening! They just have cavalry. We're just gonna continue the siege at the moment. We can't really afford to just continuously attack anyways. I still don't know how many turns I have left, but I'm pretty sure it says in here that it ends in, is it 76? We're halfway through this year, so we have like 6.5 years remaining in game time, and it's like what was it? Someone calculated 12 turns per year, so you got a lot of turns still. But we're almost that's like we have to conquer 50 provinces, right, and make it to Tokyo. So we're not like we're not at the range where we have to capture a province a turn, but we're getting there. You don't need a big tasty to do the bow meal. You can replace it with any other big burger. There's a rebellion out here somewhere. Had to do that. Did we get it? Oh, we did get the happiness tech. Does that not mean I can do this then? Yeah, we can actually start making money now. Because the happiness tech actually fixed a bunch of shit, right? Yeah, baby. Technology. Science, bitch. We could go for the honor thing, because that way this one, we would get 1 minus away from us, but that would theoretically help. Are there any other happiness techs we could do? Honor. The upkeep stuff would be nice, but campaign movement of all units. What the fuck? This is the one we want. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't really care about anymore. I think it's kind of a nothing burger, Flojo. That's what I think. Is this the next tier of building in here that we're building in all these areas? Yeah, that's it's the next one of these. That's a lot of fucking money. So that's not what we're building, because we're building this. The Yakuza office base. I think we're going over to Modern Army, and then maybe down towards Revolver Cavs, such a meme. The Star Force could be cool, but that's not what we're going for. I want to go down towards... Like, the only reason I do this is for the 10% campaign movement range. That seems really good. But it's so many turns, and it's Imperial Guard infantry. Oh, soy face.
Sir, ready for orders. Sir?
This army's on the way over there. We're sieging there. This army can't cross at the moment because of the ships there. So So we're just kind of chilling. Otherwise, we could go on the offensive. If those ships leave, we could go. It'd be possible to do stuff. So we need to commit to an attack and get there before winter. Again, once we secure the southern islands and everything in the surrounding area, everything is under control down there. It'll go very quickly suddenly. Oh, it's summer now. I thought, holy shit. What's this one? We have to exempt these guys from taxes for now.
At your command. March. Laying an ambush, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Did the graphics just bug out or something in this area? Or why is it...
Strike them down!
Never mind. Wait, this is a military port. I don't even need this. Whatever, we'll keep it. We can recruit those guys from there. Do we have the good ship now, or is that next turn? Next turn we get the armored frigate. Then we're on the money.
Sir? Ready for orders.
Can we set sail and kill as many ships as possible every turn? Copper plated, wooden Corvette, none of this matters. We're all gonna die. Horrible death. I mean, the Navy battles are really cool, Flojo. That's the one part I like about it. They are cool, but they're annoying because there's so many ships and they damage your economy so much. It's literally poverty simulator if you
Today,
can't
sir,
deal with
we
them.
attack.
And there's so many small fleets just sailing along the coast dealing with you. You know, let's just deal with this guy first. Shogun version of the Bismarck. I mean, we just need, again, you just need one of these ships. It's either this one or the British one, I guess. I didn't actually know that the French one wasn't full ironclad. That makes this one better as well, then, in my opinion, than the French one, even though the French one has more guns. The French have the worst of the ships, then. The advantage of this one compared to the British one is that all the crew is under deck or in the turrets. So there's barely anyone that can get hit in this ship. But the British one just has fucking insane amounts of guns. It just has insane firepower. Yeah, the British one is objectively the best one. I think this one had better morale or something. We were looking at it. It had better of something. No, hull strength. No, it has. This one has better hull. No, the British one is just the best one overall. This is the medium one. Because the French one has more guns, but this one has more hull strength because it's full on iron. That was what we looked at. Yeah, the French have the best infantry. Where the US has the best infantry in melee combat. Not even joking. That's the one thing they're good at. Everything else they kind of suck at. But if you want to go French, you have to go Shogun as well. Wait, are they retreating? What? Are they running? I don't get it. What's going on? Huh? Okay, it's literally bugging out my AI to attack it if I tell it to attack, so I just gotta sail close and then turn. I feel like I'm being baited into something right now. Oh, he turned?
Straight ahead! At your command!
So we're knocking out the small one first, I see. And fast reload, let's go. Blow that son of a bitch up. We lost a man.
I fear your general is in mortal peril, sir.
So far, one casualty. Holy chungus. Corner camping from the AI. So true, Louis. I don't want to capture these dog shit ships either, so it's all about clearing the sea lanes.
Ready for orders.
Wait, did that not count? We can't even repair it! Why can I not repair it? They bombed the port. I'm gonna kill them. How much does that cost me to repair? 4.7 grand! What the fuck, bro? Gotta be out of your goddamn mind, bro. I gotta... Hold on, which city did I just upgrade something in? I feel like I upgraded something somewhere. Oh, it's this one. It's so long ago. I feel like there was something I did somewhere. Otherwise, I'll just sit on my money. Yeah, I feel like we'll have to just stand by for now. But we should be able to stop most naval bombardments soon. I'm going to sail this fleet up this coast and then prevent them from coming down the coast anymore. Hopefully they don't sail in the fog of war, they just sail along the coast and we can stop them. Again, we will have a fleet in the back dealing with shit as well. We're trying to keep a safe area over here. Maybe I can repair a fort, repair some shit down a little bit. Do we dare? Get a little bit of repairs in. Right, taking a save here, because I think it is soon time to end, gentlemen. If I need to cook dinner and then finish the ICBM video I was working on and then potentially stream later tonight, I think it is, I don't have time for that much more. what do we do today then? I just gotta make a quick situation log over this. I feel like we've somewhat gained control over the front line here. That is also copium, because they're bringing up a massive army right now. This looks like they have like, I don't know, 6 artillery pieces in this army, by the way. That's either coming down towards me or it's coming towards this up here. And that'll be cock and ball torture if they have 6 artillery pieces and I have none. Miss it. Thank you very much for the 55. I appreciate the birthday wishes as well. Then looking at everything else, we took this one, we lost this one, but this one will be taken back relatively fast, and then I think we have the overall situation stabilized in the islands down south. We're getting the navy out. We're about to push across it. We can actually do that right now, I think. See right now. If I do this and then move here.
Yes, my lord. You have further orders?
Okay, that's not enough, so we're not doing that. We're sitting here a little longer.
As you wish, my lord.
Doesn't matter, we don't have to click the button, because they'll be fine after a turn. If we just sit back there again. I need another army. Like, once the island is gone, this will be perfect. Either this island or this far back island. We'll be able to just plow them, because we'll have one army here, and one army up here. And we'll just be able to roll across the fucking front. It's just because we are strapped of resources at the moment. Playing defensive actions. I don't know what kind of stream I'll do later. Again, it depends on what I'll do later as well. I got no idea, man. If nobody wants to do anything, I'll probably just end up editing or doing something else. So I already did a stream today then. We're saving. And then I'm going to quit here. And we are going to say... wait, didn't actually quit the game. Hold on, there we go. I'm gonna say thanks for watching today, guys. I don't actually know what else. I feel like these like early streams and Shogun streams are actually doing okay compared to like that is early. Not really my usual stream time and not the usual game I stream. So and it's also single player, so I'm kind of happy with the view count, honestly. I am gonna say thank you guys for doing this. It's pretty fun. And I will continue for as long as I can until I'm hopefully gonna finish it. Anyways, I will see you boys maybe later. Otherwise, I'll probably see you tomorrow. If I don't see you later, good night. And if I see you later, I'll see you later. Bye bye.